Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. We are on location at the McGlynn Athletic Center on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St Margaret's in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, bringing you Section 5 quarterfinal girls lacrosse on ParkTV 16 Sports. And this afternoon, Totino-Grace, number 8 in the section, comes in with a 2-12 record, taking on the number 1 seed Benilde-St Margaret's. I am Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. I expect a lopsided game, quite frankly, here. As I looked at the records of both these teams, Totino-Grace has just 2 wins on the year, and their second win came in the in the first round of this section tournament, where they beat Robbinsdale Cooper 14-1. But they only have 2 wins on the year. By contrast, Benilde-St Margaret's comes in with a 5-game winning streak and an impressive win over Eden Prairie by 1 goal just last week. And they have a 10-3 record in net for Benilde. As we look at the the playoff brackets there you see Benilde, and still 8 teams left in the tournament. Just the play-in games, and should Benilde get by this match, they will face the winner of Hopkins-Breck, and we're about to begin here. Very warm day. Temperatures have risen throughout the afternoon. It's actually 88 degrees here. Winds out of the northwest at 9 degrees. Humidity still just at 25%, but that's going to change, and we're underway here at the McGlynn Athletic Complex. Benilde in white and red, and they get possession, and that is number 10 with it, Julia Evans. She's their leading scorer, coming in with 27 goals, 22 assists for a total of 49 points. And Benilde is on offense, and there they get the first goal. The shot by Peschel, number 17. The junior gets Benilde on the board first here in the first half in just the first 25 seconds. So Peschel took an easy pass, pretty much unguarded, as she has a nice laugh there, enjoying that nice start. And that was the pass from number 5, Riley Weedman, the junior, and Peschel has no difficulty putting that ball in the net. And so 1-0 our score, just like that. And I do expect this to be a lopsided game in favor of Benilde. Their goaltender, Brooke, is only giving up 7 goals a year, but the goaltender for Totino is giving up nearly 14 goals a game. So those statistics do not bode well for Totino-Grace out of the Northwestern Conference. And now after their first goal, that is controlled by Julie Evans. Again, just a 9th grader and their leading scorer for Benilde. And now they are on offense again. And there's another lead pass to Peschel, and another easy goal. This time, the pass comes from number 24, Maggie Grotchik, also a freshman, and now it's 2-0, and we're still not even in a minute into this match. So 2-0 Benilde, and not a surprise in the start here, as Peschel comes cutting right in there. It beats the defender, takes the pass, and easily puts it by the goaltender, number 31, Danica Larson. And there is Peschel with 2 goals right off the bat here. Big smile out there. And we'll go back to the center circle, and taking the draws right now is Piper Elin, the senior captain. She's going against number 22, Chloe Burgess. And Burgess is the number 2 leading scorer for Totino-Grace. She has 20 goals on the year, 5 assists, and 25 points. So between her and Kira Laney and Madison Lunders, they're their leading scorers. If Totino is going to show any offense, I expect it to come from those 3 young women. But here's Benilde. They lost the faceoff, but now the turnover. And the lead pass ahead to number 9. That is Clara Clausen. And now the pass to Tilly Wolf, the junior captain and second leading scorer, but not by, just a little bit behind Evans. Tilly Wolf coming in on the year with 25 goals, 21 assists for 46 points. Just 3 points behind Evans. And now Benilde taking their time, being very patient, as we're now under 24 minutes, 23.5 minutes to go here, first half. It's number 24, Grotchik. Pass up top to number 12, Piper Elin. And the pass to Peschel. She looked to shoot, but there was good defense there, time by Grace. Now Evans on the left side. Now to Clara Clausen. Clausen looking, and the pass inside to Wolf, loses it, and it's picked up by number 19 for Totino-Grace. That's Mila Volker, the freshman, but she quickly loses it right back to Wolf. Now Elin. Now Peschel. Back to Elin. Very warm day here. If you're just joining us, we're streaming live on YouTube. That's number 5 with it, Riley Weedman. Weedman, no, gets pushed back behind the net. Now Grachik, 24 with the ball. Now Wolf. Wolf goes right, looking for a screen. Nice pass to Peschel, and she puts it in for her 3rd goal, and that is a pure hat trick. All in the first 2.5 minutes. 3-0 Benilde. Clock stopped at 22:18, and what a nice pass by Tilly Wolf as she moved to the right and got her defender to go with her, and then crossed and reversed that pass back left and caught Peschel crossing. And not a bad start there for Miss Peschel, number 17, 3 goals in a row. And we'll go back to the center circle, and again, that's Elin versus Chloe Burgess. Face-off so important. Totino-Grace really hasn't shown any type of offense so far. And that is picked up
Scoring for the Red Knights.
for Benilde, number 21 with it. That is Maddie Kaltsas, also a freshman, getting that ball off that first face-off. Grachik looking inside, behind the net though. That's Weedman. Still with it. Now up top to Elin. Elin inside to Julie Evans, and the leading scorer puts it right over the crossbar. A rare miss for Weedman, or excuse me, Evans. Quick shot, and she got distracted just a little bit, possibly by Catherine Engel, number 2 for Totino, but ball remains with the Red Knights. Up 3-0. Coming in with a 5-game winning streak. Evans now up top. Number 5 is Riley Weedman. Now the pass into Evans. Evans turns left, and good defense on Evans. So you can tell Totino-Grace has been keeping their eye on her. She's the leading scorer, she and Wolf.
We did escape, but you're supposed to do it again.
Now ball loose. Elin picks it up nicely, comes right in, and that shot is blocked, and we got a whistle and a stoppage and an infraction called on number 22, Chloe Burgess, as we look at the replay, and she did get hit from behind there, Elin did, so she's gonna get a free shot from about a 45-degree angle, comes right in, the pass to Julie Evans, and this time she gets it below the crossbar and puts it to the back of the net for the 4th goal for the Red Knights. That goal coming with 20:38 remaining here first half.
Scoring for the Red Knights.
So
Number 10,
Julia Evans takes the pass. I haven't seen that much before. Usually you see the person with the ball go right in on the goalie, and I think they fooled everybody, including me, and Julia Evans went unguarded as she cut right into the circle and took the pass and delivered it into the net very smoothly. Okay, back to the center circle. Piper Elin again against Chloe Burgess. 4-0, 20:38 remaining on the clock here, first half. Now Evans from Elin, and now Evans, pass back to Elin, loses it momentarily, ball loose. And down goes Weedman, and they're gonna call a trip on Totino-Grace, and now Weedman once again with it quickly. Moving to the right side. This time Totino-Grace's defense is pressuring a little bit more on the outside, so that is a change. They are definitely spreading out their defense. That's gonna open up for Benilde as they get it to Evans, and she takes a shot and misses again, this time just wide left. There was a stick in her face there, just in time to distract her. Coming up nicely on defense, that was number 27 for Totino-Grace, Carrington Krieger, I should say. And now here comes Grace, number 4, streaking down the right side. That's Kira Laney. Laney now cuts back. Laney, first time Totino, now she gets double teamed, looking for help, does get rid of it. Ball loose though, and picked up by number 2 for Benilde. That's Izzy Garvin, the sophomore. Garvin now brings it across midfield on the far right side. Pass into Grachik, she takes it, coming right in. Still coming in, cut back pass and a shot and a goal, this time by number 21, Maddie Kaltsas. She takes the pass as she was trailing behind Grachik. Nice job. She comes in, gets double team, cuts right, then right out of the corner of her eye, she finds Kaltsas wide open as she beats the goaltender, Danica Larson, for goal number 5 for Benilde. Comes with 19:14 remaining. And now we have a timeout taken by the Eagles of Totino-Grace, and not a surprise there, as they really haven't shown much offense at all. As we look at Coach John Aboud talk to his players, along with assistant coaches, that must be Sarah Campbell doing most of the talking. And I don't know what you say here. They're definitely facing a more talented team. I guess I would just preach the fundamentals, play good defense, and do the best you can. Have fun out there. It's a playoff game. And use it as an opportunity to teach and try to get better by the end of the game. Learn from Benilde. They are perennial participants in the state tournament. I expect they should be back there again since they're ranked number 1. The one team that has given them trouble, as I was looking at the standings in their own conference, is Chanhassen, which gave them one of their losses. Chanhassen 6-0 in the conference, and Benilde 5-1 in the conference. But Chanhassen's not in this section, I don't believe. Maybe they are. Are they number 2, Paul? Or they must be. I can't remember. But nevertheless, Benilde off to a really great start here. Emma Peschel getting the first 3 goals for a pure hat trick in the first, 2.5 minutes? As we watch both teams talk it over here on what has turned out to be an incredibly sweltering night. I think I was back home or at my office for a minute and it was 75 degrees, and when I came out 2 hours later to come out here, it was 90 degrees, so they weren't kidding with the heat wave as here in the Twin Cities. Okay, Totino-Grace is done talking it over. They've just given up goal number 5. And coming out to take the face-off for Totino-Grace, it appears that's number 18, Kat Halstead, just a sophomore. So coming out for Benilde, it's been Piper Elin so far, and Elin's gonna come back out. She's fairly much undefeated in these face-offs, and if you're Totino-Grace, you gotta win these face-offs and get possession of the ball. But so far they have not established any type of offense. I don't think they possessed the ball past the 30-yard line, and now here's Julie Evans off the face-off from Elin. She comes in along, loses the ball, but that draws a whistle and an infraction against Totino-Grace's number 4. That's Kira Laney. Now Evans to the right side to Elin. And they'll wheel it around. Now in the corner, that's Clara Clausen, number 9. Clausen to Julia Evans. Now 21, that's Kaltsas, who just got the last goal, number 5. And now into the match, number 7, off the bench, Mary Zavril. She's very dangerous. Zavril, one of the leading scorers. She's 6th leading scorer with 13 goals, 15 goals, 5 assists for 20 points. I expect her to make an impact somewhere along the line this afternoon. That is Clara Clausen taking her time with a 5-goal lead. No hurry here for the Red Knights. Now Zavril. Little mishap, gets the ball back though. And you can see the Eagle defense, they are extending the perimeter a little bit. I think that's good. They got to take their defense to Benilde. Try to force the action just a little bit. Don't play timid, and there's Evans, takes the pass, I think from Zavril. And that records goal number 6, Julia Evans' 2nd goal. There's Zavril coming with authority around the net, finds Evans, who just beats on defense, number 14, Lauren Snusrudstad. And Evans gets goal number 6. And that coming with just under 18 minutes remaining in the first half. So we get a good look at the freshman lacrosse player for Benilde, who's leading the team in scoring. And back to the center circle with 17:58 remaining. Piper Elin, and that is going against number 18, Kat Hallstad. And now Evans with it. She's already has 2 of the 6. Elin has the other 3, and Kaltsas now back down low, pass inside. Grotchik, number 24, gets turned back, so good defense there. Good helping out by the Eagles. Now looking is Elin, cutting is Clara Clausen. Her shot is stopped by Danica Larson, the freshman, so her first save on the afternoon. Now Totino-Grace will have all kinds of pressure here by Benilde, and now that's number 14, bringing it up on the right side. That's Lauren Snustad. Snustad still with it. Nice cut at the 40 as she brings it into Benilde zone. This is their deepest penetration on offense, and now it's intercepted by Benilde. Saw that coming. Piper Elin gets it ahead to number 13. That is Annabelle Nicholson, also a freshman. Nicholson still with it now. Benilde back on offense. Pass now to Evans, and that shot is a goal, and now she has a hat trick as well to go along with Peschel. And that's goal number 7, coming with 16:43 remaining. Still first half in this quarterfinal matchup.
Number 10.
Nice pass there by Nicholson, and look at the great fundamentals on display by Benilde-St Margaret's. The excellent passing. You know, that takes hours and hours of practice and concentration and also talent, and they definitely have that in all 3 categories. And now Tilly Wolf will do the honors for the face-off at the center circle. Their team, or her team, up 7-0, 16:43 remaining. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on YouTube. My name is Robert Christensen. So glad you're with us. Watching a very, very talented lacrosse team in the Red Knights. Now, down low, winning that face-off once again. That is Clausen. Now Zavril, number 7. To Nicholson. Just got an assist on that last goal. Now Wolf. So many weapons, and that's good defense there by Grace on Wolf. That's Kira Laney for Grace. Wolf retreating back now, gets it to Evans. Evans now. That was Riley Weedman. Now Clara Clausen, number 9 with it. Showing all kinds of great poise. Now Zavril. I look for her to do something here. She's very aggressive, great hockey player also for the Red Knights. Very athletic, very tough. That pass gets behind Wolf. Batted ahead by number 14, Lawrence Nussrud, still on the ground and picked up by Totino-Grace, if not just for a second. Let's see how long they can hold possession. That's been an issue for them. That was Kira Laney, and now she gets it on the whistle. Laney, though, getting quickly double-teamed, though, by Benilde. They are relentless on defense here, putting pressure on the ball everywhere they can. And now Totino-Grace on offense, and this is their first sustained offense, if you want to say set it up, and now they just lost it, or almost. Picked up again, though, by number 14. That is Snustad, and she gets it to go past Brooke Nelson. And the Eagles of Totino-Grace get on the board on their first serious foray on the offensive zone, and there was Snustad, loses it, splits the defense, showed great concentration, got her head up, and beat a very good goaltender in Brooke Nelson.
Scoring for the Eagles, number 14.
And there she is. Got to be very happy there. Lauren Snustad, or Snustad, the junior. And that goal comes with 14:58 remaining. Our score now 7-1 in this quarterfinal. And we'll go back to the center circle. Could this be a spark for the Eagles of Totino-Grace? Taking on the Red Knights of Benilde-St Margaret's. And now the face-off. And is Tilly Wolf. Her second one, she was successful on face-off number 1. And that comes right to Julie Evans, and they blew that dead for some reason. And they're gonna redo it. Something the referee didn't like there. All right, they'll set it up again. And that comes out to Julie Evans, fights for it, and it's the same result. Now she's gonna split the defense. She's gonna come right in to get goal number 4. Julia Evans takes that face off and goes straight down the middle of the field, pretty much untouched, and put that ball low in a place that was difficult for Danica Larson to do anything about it. Look at that hand-eye coordination, and then the speed, right? Just blows by the defense and puts it right over the shoulder of Danica Larson for goal number 8. So our score now 8-1, 14:46 remaining. Back to the center circle, Chloe Burgess, number 22, to take the draw against Tilly Wolf. She's been very successful the last 2 and should be credited with assists on those last 2 goals. And another mishap on the face-off. The referee will call that one back. Unfortunate for Totino-Grace, as it looked like they might have had the advantage there. And Wolf tries to get it herself, but it comes back to Zavril, but it gets by Zavril, and it's picked up by number 4. That's Kira Laney. Now Laney getting harassed. She'll run around, shows a little bit of burst of speed there, and Laney, not surprisingly, on the scoring list for Totino-Grace. Now ball loose, picked up by Zavril, and here comes Zavril on the near side. She brings it across midfield, loses the defense, and now she's in open territory. Now left side to Clausen, and just a little tough to handle. It was right at her midsection, which if she were to catch it with her arms would have been a perfect pass, but a little difficult when you're using that stick. And now that's a turnover for Grace, and that's the goaltender way out of the nets, Larson, and she's being pushed around there by Riley Weedman, and that draws a whistle, and that's going to be a free opportunity. And now she misplays it, and now Weedman has it, and the goaltender's out of the net. Pass on middle, Elin back, and the give and go from Weedman to Elin results in a goal. And how cool was that play? Unfortunately, Larson, the ball inadvertently came out of her basket, and then Riley Weedman picks it up, and watch the give and go here. There's the pass to Elin. Elin looks left and catches Weedman all alone and deposits that off the ground into the net. Riley Weedman, I think that's her second goal. I'm not keeping stats, but one stat I am very clear about it is 9-1 now. That score is with 13:38 remaining here, half number 1. Back to the center circle. Well, Tilly Wolf has been on a streak here doing the face-offs, and she loses that one, at least momentarily, for Lauren Snustad. And now with it for Totino-Grace, that's number 4, Kira Laney. Laney coming right in, and that's stopped by Brooke Nelson. You know, it's hard to be a goaltender for Benilde. It's easy to go to sleep. You're just down there all afternoon, and then when people show up, you got to kind of stay awake. That's probably her biggest challenge, and she got that one just fine. Great defense by the quick-handed Brooke Nelson. She has very quick reflexes from the games I've seen. Now there's Elin, and she was wide open. They let her get in there, and the pass delivered perfectly by Grotchik allows Piper Elin to get on the board, and that's going to make it 10-1.
For the Red Knights, number 12.
And that score will come with 12:58 remaining. And there is a mercy rule in girls lacrosse. I think it's either a 10-goal or 12-goal lead, and then we go to running time. And there's Piper Elin, obviously very, very happy with that result. Taking a nice pass from Grotchik. So awaiting, I believe, Benilde, and I think it's a foregone conclusion they're going to win this game. I don't like to be presumptuous, but I think with a 10-1 lead, it's pretty safe to say, even at this point, just halfway through half number one, and now the face-off once again. And is that Nicholson with it? I believe it is. Nicholson to Clausen, and the pass to Elin. Elin now backs up and retreats on the nice defense by Snestad. Now Annabelle Nicholson. Or no, that's Maddie Kaltsas. I mistake there. Number 21. And that is Clara Clausen. Now to Riley Weedman. Weedman gets it to, that's Annabelle Nicholson, number 13. Nice pass right below, and a good defensive play by Totino-Grace's number 27 this time. Carrington Krieger, that's the second time I've mentioned her name on defense. She stops Benilde, where they were right on the doorstep for goal number 11. Now Claire Clausen. Clausen, very steady, nice pass to Grachik. Grachik, though, loses it in traffic, draws a whistle. Clock's still running, and it's gonna be a free shot here. And it's gonna go to number 24. That's Grachik. And I think she's gonna come right in on the net, one-on-one, and she does, and it's stopped or blocked in front, ball still loose. Nice save there for Totino-Grace's Danica Larson, and now Totino tries to break it out, and now Grachik intercepts it. So just an ineptitude of being able to get the ball up the field, and there's Zavarol, and there I knew we'd hear her score tonight, and she gets goal number 11. So number 7 gets number 11 in this quarterfinal matchup. Watch Zavarol just lower that left shoulder to get the angle to come up and then create that shot for herself with 2 players right on her back. But Mary Zavarol delivers a nice sharp shooting shot there, and that's goal number 11. It's 11-1. There's 11-11 left in the half. All ones on the scoreboard pretty much. And we're in the first half. Boy, that's quite a sight there. 11-1 and 11-11 remaining here, half number 1. And we have a timeout on the field. And Grace, I don't know what you say on this timeout. I don't know how necessary they are, other than to just give your girls a rest. And we'll look at the brackets. So Hopkins and Breck, I believe Breck has already advanced. So according to some data I have here, so that game with Benilde will come up next Monday, June 7th, 4:30 p.m. And that'll probably be right here at the McGlynn Athletic Center complex on the campus of Benilde. Breck, the number 4 seed, will take on Benilde, the number 1 seed. And I don't have the lower, there's the lower bracket. So I don't see Chanhassen. They've been trouble for Benilde. So Wayzata, the number 2 seed. And then there will be the semifinals. That looks like it's Wednesday, June 9th, and then the championship. And then the following week will be the state tournament. And usually that's held at Chanhassen High School and or Minnetonka High School. Oh, it's at Stillwater this year. As Paul Broden, our producer, just piped in on my headset to let me know. So that's a change for the last several years. And I expect either girls or boys team will probably be in that state tournament. They usually are every year. I know the boys have been runner-ups for several years. Of course, last year there was no state tournament because, in fact, there was no season at all for spring sports last year. And the mask mandate is off in the city of Minneapolis as of Tuesday. So I feel the pandemic, for the most part, is now in our review mirror. Of course, there's going to be issues, but I don't think it's going to have the hold on us like it did for the last year and few months. All right, now here is Piper Elin after that face-off. Elin, number 12, gets turned back around. Defense, number 19, that is Mila Volker, a freshman, and there's a goal. I didn't even see who shot it as I was looking at my program to get the name, and who is getting congratulated there?
The Red Knights, number 17, Emma Peschel.
Emma Peschel gets her 4th goal to match Julia Evans, so both of those girls have 4 goals on the night, and there is the pass in there to number 21, Madsey Kaltsas, and then she was able to make, and I can't underestimate or undersay or undersell how hard a pass it is, I think, in short proximity with each other when you're using a stick that's basically as long as a golf club. The long passes are easier, I would seem to me. The short passes, just to keep the right pace on the ball and allow the other person, you have to be much more precise, much more quick, much more fluid. And now that is number 21 doing the face-off honors for Benilde, 21 Maddie Kaltsas. And she wins that, and Benilde has possession. They have a 12-1 lead now as we're just under 10 minutes in half number 1. Peschel behind the net now to number 13. That's Nicholson. And around the horn it goes. Such a nice job of moving that ball, keeping it moving, Benilde. They don't hold on to it for very long. Now the pass to 24, Maggie Gracek, I should say. Now coming back around, cutting Elin, gets pushed back though. Evans with the quick, and that's the exact pass I was just talking about. Those little 1 or 2 feet passes are very difficult to execute, and what a nice job there by Riley Weedman with just the right touch. She's got a stick in her face, gets it just enough to number 5 Weedman, and that pass actually came from Nicholson. And Weedman gets her, is that her second or third goal herself? I think she's got 2. That might be her third. The total, though, is 13-1, and now we are in running time. Clock ticking down, 8:44 remaining, and we go back to the center circle. And this time again, it is Maggie Kaltsas, number 21. Freshman will do the honors, and coming in for Totino-Grace to do the face-off, that's number 17, Abigail Bonfie, a sophomore. And we are now in running time under the mercy rule. I think it's a 12-goal differential, which is exactly what we have now. So as long as that differential remains that or greater, the clock will continue to run under almost all circumstances, as we are now approaching 8 minutes remaining, half number 1. Now Clara Clausen, number 9, in the far left corner there. Kicks it back out top. Comes back around. That is number 21, Kaltsas. Now she'll trade positions with Riley Weedman. Now Kaltsas out to Tilly Wolf. Second leading scorer. She's got several assists tonight, but no goals. And Benilde now content to take time off the clock here. I think that was their goal. Let's get it to that mercy rule. It's very warm here, 88, 90 degrees as the sun is setting here. It's about 5 o'clock. Daylight Central Time, and Benilde has a comfortable 12-goal lead, and they are content to just pass it around, and Totino-Grace is very content to let them. They are not playing very aggressively or trying to make anything happen, and you really can't blame them. I mean, Benilde could probably end up scoring 30 goals this afternoon, but I think it's wise that they are exercising, what's the word, discretion in terms of trying to beef up their stats. No need to rub your opponent's faces in decidedly lost effort for the Eagles. 6:28 remaining first half. And maybe when we get near the end of the first half, Benilde might take the opportunity to play a little offense, but I think it shows great sportsmanship that they are taking time off the clock rather than just trying to score all the time. Now Peschel, she's got 4 goals on the afternoon, and she came in, at least according to my stat sheet, with 21, so now she has 25 goals on the year. Julia Evans came in with 27 goals, and she added 4 so far, so she's up to 31 goals on the year. Tilly Wolf came in with 21 assists, and I counted at least 4, especially from the face-off circles where she clearly dominated She actually got her assist from the face-off, going right to a player who came in and scored. As this is a great opportunity for Benilde to continue to work on their fundamentals, passing, and there's a mishap there. Ball was a little high. Nicholson will chase it. She'll retain possession for herself and her team. Now Peschel. Maggie Kaltsas. And now I see Totino-Grace kind of coming out of their shell just a little bit here with under 5 minutes to go. Not a lot more aggressive, but just a little bit now more, and I think it was good for both teams, especially with the heat that's going on here. Suddenly, now Grachik, and her shot is a goal. Right across the middle. She puts it in the ground and in the back of the net, and Tilly Wolf gets another assist. Look at that pass as she goes to her right, and almost like a turnaround jump shot. It's like a turnaround assist shot, I would call it, by Tilly Wolf, showing great agility. And that is an assist, so the clock continues to run here. Our score 14-1. As we approach now 4 minutes remaining in half number one. 4 minutes right now, and now Piper Elin will come out for the face-off in the center circle. Her team up 14-1. Today is Thursday. They'll have a few days off to get ready for their big semifinal matchup with Breck. I expect that match will be right back here next week on Monday night. And I expect a much more competitive contest from Breck, a long storied rival. And Benilde now playing catch. That's Kaltsas 21. Peschel on the far side. She got the first 3 goals for Benilde this afternoon. And the Red Knights have not looked back since. Now Weedman back to Elin. And just this passing is so important. And Benilde is almost flawless at this, even when they're playing at full speed instead of just getting time off the clock here. The Red Knights have not lost in their last 5 games. Trying to think or look here as to when that last loss was. It was against Chanhassen. They lost big time, 16-4. So we'll wonder, they may meet up in the state tournament, which is going to be in Stillwater, Minnesota this year. Not a bad time to go out there and watch Benilde should they make that tournament. St. Croix River in early June, beautiful area. They have a famous bed and breakfast, the Lowell Inn, I believe. Other nice, quaint hotels, nice little lively entertainment district. Go down there for the week. It's quite a drive out to Stillwater. It's a good hour from St. Louis Park, especially with the stoplights on Highway 36 and the traffic. And the traffic is back to pre-pandemic levels. All of a sudden, the traffic jams which haven't been around in the freeways are everywhere. And I'm going to talk about that. There isn't much to talk about as we watch Benilde just keep practicing their passes. 1:26 remaining. So the question is, will they try to score here before the end of the half, or are they content to let it run out here? I think they will. You wonder, at least I'm wondering, which is more disrespectful, just to be doing this, but I think it's more disrespectful if they go and try to score 10 more goals here, especially in the first half. Maybe in the second half, they got to come out and score a little bit. Then go into the 4 corners offense, as I call it. Freeze the ball is what they're doing. John Wooden of the UCLA basketball team, I think, invented the 4 corners. His team would get up and they would put 4 players in the 4 corners and they'd just pass it around. Especially when they had, of course, always when they had a lead. He won 10 national championships in 12 years. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played for him. As I look at the clock, 22 seconds remaining, and I don't think Benilde's going to take any shots here prior to the ending of this half. Maybe now here at the last second with 13 seconds. Oh, it gets knocked away, and it draws a whistle, and that's going to be an infraction with the stick. And they're going to give it back to Elin, but by the time they get her set with 2 seconds, oh, they did stop the clock this time. I'm surprised by that. So 2.2 seconds remaining. You can see it on your screen. And now I hear the whistle signaling the end of half number 1 in this quarterfinal matchup. Our score, Benilde-St Margaret's 14, Totino-Grace 1. Come on back for half number 2.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our determination, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are about to begin the second half of this section quarterfinal matchup in Section 5 of girls lacrosse. Benilde-St Margaret's at home with a commanding lead 14-1 against the number 8 seed Totino-Grace. And we are in running time, 25 minutes on the clock, and this time Benilde going left to right in their white uniforms, white shirts, red shorts. Totino-Grace in the dark uniforms, and that's Piper Elin with it, number 12. And they did just sort of freeze the ball for the last 7-8 minutes of half number 1 with this lead, but I expect they're going to play a little offense here, at least for the first half of this second half, or maybe not. And we got a whistle and the stoppage of the play, but the clock will continue to run as we're up 14-1. I'm Robert Christensen. We're at the McGlynn Athletic Complex on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St Margaret's, bringing you high school playoff Section 5 lacrosse, and we are waiting to start here after that last whistle. And that is Piper Elin now starting it out for Benilde. That is Annabelle Nicholson, number 13. Nicholson looking, passes all the way across. No, picked up by Riley Weedman, number 5. 5 being guarded by number 22. That is Chloe Burgess for the Eagles of Totino-Grace. Peschel had it there momentarily. Now Annabelle Nicholson behind the net. Just trotting around, looking for a cutter, and she finds Maggie Gracek, but she decided to pass up the shot as she was defended well there by number 8 for Totino-Grace, Claire Schmaltz, a freshman. She turned away Gracek. As I look at the clock, 23.5 minutes remaining. And Totino-Grace being aggressive on the half-field defense. Now Annabelle Nicholson with it. To Peschel. Peschel now. And almost intercepted there by number 4, Kira Laney, who's made her presence felt all afternoon. And she's creating chaos there for Benilde, just ever so slightly, but they always recover. And that's Elin. Now to Julia Evans, who has 4 goals. She's their leading scorer. Now behind the net to Gracek, to Annabelle Nicholson. Nicholson now. And intercepted by Chloe Burgess. And now getting it right back. Annabelle Nicholson saying, no, I'll take that right back, thank you very much. You got lucky on that one, and now getting pushed back by Burgess as the ball ends up in the basket of Elin, then to Evans, and now to Riley Weedman. Weedman getting harassed there by Laney for Totino-Grace. Now pass to Annabelle Nicholson to Gracek. Gracek spins. Looking. Now out to the far side up top to Piper Elin, number 12. Pass Taken by Petchel, back to Elin. Such great passing and catching skills by the Red Knights on display here. Rarely do they make a mistake, especially if it's uncontested passing, which most of it has been throughout this match, especially after they got up their 12 goals. Now Petchel. And it looks like Benilde is going to freeze the ball here. And they put it inside, and it gets lost. And it's taken away by number 8, Claire Schmaltz. That ball was intended for Maggie Kaltsas, I believe. And now the pass by Danica Larson goes awry, and it's picked up with one hand there, scooped up nicely by Riley Weedman. She spins around and gets out of trouble, gets the ball to Elin. Now to Kaltsas quickly. Now cutting is Evans. She's open. She's going to take the shot and score. Saw that coming from a mile away, and what great playmaking that was by the Red Knights. As we saw Weedman get the ball back, get it to Elin just before that, then Kaltsas, and here's Evans all by herself, and the leading scorer is going to put that right where it belongs in that upper left-hand corner. That's goal number 5 on the afternoon for Julia Evans. And that makes the score 15-1 as we are now approaching 20 minutes remaining in the match. We're in the second half here. We're at the McGlynn Athletic Complex. I am Robert Christensen. We're streaming live on YouTube, ParkTV 16 Sports. If you live in St. Louis Park, you can catch it on Comcast. I'm not sure what channel we're on, but if you're watching, glad you're with us. It's on channel 15. Oh, 16 maybe. Channel 859, 16. Oh, 859 is where it is on Comcast. As that face-off is scooped up by number 11 for Benilde. That's Sarah McGurl, the senior. And we have a whistle at midfield as Peschel had it. Now she has it back, and we're back underway. Under 20 minutes now remaining in this quarterfinal matchup. And picked up by Laney, number 4. She brings it across midfield on the left side. That is Kira Laney, a junior. Laney has asserted herself, and boy, she's getting cross-checked heavily there by Benilde. That's number 2, Izzy Garvin. She started, the sophomore. Now with it is Chloe Burgess, 22, looking, pass and a shot and a stop by Brooke Nelson. And there you saw her quick reflexes, especially with the left foot there. And the rebound comes out to Benilde. And on the far side is Riley Weedman as she was running. Ball came loose. She picks it up, now gets it to Tilly Wolf. Wolf now the captain junior. Nice pass inside to Kaltsas, and she's in the wide open, right down the middle of the field. And she's right away looking to pass it. Didn't want to take advantage and split the defense there. And I do think that they are taking it easy here on the offensive end. So, again, showing great sportsmanship here with now approaching 18 minutes remaining. Now Wolf. So I expect Benilde, and Wolf now hasn't scored tonight. She takes her shot, and that one was an easy save for the goaltender for the Eagles, Danica Larson. And in that sense, Wolf even taking that shot, I think, took it easy on him. Usually they'll get those down at their feet, but that was right at waist or chest level, made it really easy for Danica Larson to make that save. Now in the ensuing possession, that was number 18 with it for Grace. That's Kat Halstad, the sophomore, loses it, and now she'll pick it up again. Nice pass inside. Who's got the only goal? That's number 14, Lauren Sustad. And she had another chance just a few moments ago. But she is responsible for the lone goal, and she's got the ball for the Eagles. Now the Eagles on offense. And Chloe Burgess splits the defense, and the ball comes loose, and that's going to draw a whistle. And I think that might be a free shot for the Eagles, but I'm mistaken there. Oh, yeah, it is going to be. So Burgess will get the ball. They roll it to her. 17:08 remaining. Okay, number 22, Chloe Burgess. A chance to get goal number 2 with 17 minutes remaining in half number 2. And there's the whistle. She might have got a quick start, but she puts it by. Brooke Nelson comes in, gets her second goal of the afternoon. Or no, her first, excuse me, Chloe Burgess. And Totino-Grace gets goal number 2. The score now 15-2 as we watch her quick step and a quick shot. Showing good skill there. And Chloe Burgess is the second leading scorer. That's her 21st goal of the year to go along with 5 assists. So she now has 26 points. The leading scorer is someone I've mentioned quite often, at least for the Grace. That's Kira Laney. She has 31 goals with 9 assists for 40 points. But so far tonight, she's been kept off the board. So we go back to the center circle. 16 minutes remaining exactly. Wolf at the center circle wins the faceoff, gets it to Kaltsas, and quickly she gets it to Elin at the 30. And now Elin will trot in across the 20. And that is Maggie Gracias, number 24. As the sun starts to set a little bit more, but this time of year, the sun is high in the sky. Some of the longest days of the year here in the upper Midwest. And Elin now faces a check from Laney, and she's going to get called for the infraction. And that'll be a free opportunity for Elin. Quick pass to Wolf. Wolf comes right in, and she misses just wide left. And that is a little frustrating for her. She's used to scoring a lot of goals. And tonight she's got a lot of assists and just missed a couple times and just missed it wide left. As this time she did go down on the ground. She was serious about scoring that time. As we're now at 15 minutes, and there's a shot by Zavril. And that bounces back. Ball still alive and in play with the rebound for Benilde. And with it, that is Clara Clausen. Clausen, quick pass behind she did a little turnaround pass. Now Grachik to Mary Zavril, who's got 1 goal in the afternoon. Zavril up top to Elin. Elin going against Laney. Laney trying to stay with her. Elin coming right in, and she shoots and scores. Elin, I think that's her 3rd goal of the night or afternoon, maybe her 2nd. And that comes with 14:22 remaining. Clock still running. Our score 16-2. And we're going to go back to the center circle. Clock continues to run here as we look at that replay. And there's the goal. And there is Piper Elin, number 12.
Scoring to the Red Knights, number 12, Piper Elin.
And Elin on the year came in as the 3rd leading scorer with 21 goals, 7 assists, and she's got 2 tonight. She's got 28 points. And she adds to that total as we go back to the center circle with under 14 minutes remaining here, half number 2. Benilde will take on Breck next Monday, according to what I got here, at 4:30, right back here, I believe, if the number 1 seed will remain the have home field advantage. I doubt we're going to be here. That's school board nights and things like graduations. So you should come on down if you're a fan of girls Benilde lacrosse. It's really good stuff, and that game I expect to be a lot more competitive. But there is a lot of talent on this Red Knight girls lacrosse team. That is a certainty as you look at that score, 16-2. And believe me, they could have twice that many goals if they really put their mind to it. But since late in half number 1, they have really held off on the offense. And I expect them to do more of that here as we're now below 13 minutes running time with the mercy rule. Now there's Mary Zavril, and she looks inside. That was Kaltsas to Grachek. Clara Clausen in that corner. Now Tilly Wolf, and that ball is mishandled by Elin, but she picks it up. And that's another great skill in lacrosse, isn't it? Just picking up balls on the run in awkward positions. Showing that concentration and balance. Benilde now content to take time off the clock, and there's a pass in the inside there to Kaltsas, but she was guarded and she kicked it right back out to Grachek. Now comes Clara Clausen, and her shot blocked in front. She gets her own rebound, gets knocked out of her basket, but picked up by Elin. Now Elin quickly to Grachek, and Grachek turns away the shot. Now back to Clausen, and Clausen gets a nice assist as she puts it over the crossbar to Maggie Kaltsas, number 21 in Kaltsas. So Gracek to Clausen, and right over the goaltender's basket, gets it to Kaltsas, and she puts it on the ground and into the net for goal number 17. And we have 11 and a half minutes remaining.
1 minute water break.
And now we have a 1 minute water break on the field. So that is a protection for the players, as it is quite hot here today. It's 5:30 in the afternoon, June 3rd, and I think it started out at 70, and now we're at 90. So it was getting warm already this morning, but it didn't feel that warm. And all of a sudden we have shot up to 90 degrees in St. Louis Park. And so to prevent any health injuries out there from dehydration, need to take care of the players for sure. Safety, the number one value that everyone has when playing sports, keeping it safe, and there's no reason for someone to pass out from a heat stroke or anything like that. So making sure they get the water. And the clock is stopped during the 1 minute break. So it is a mercy rule except for the water breaks. So if you're still watching, we're glad you're with us. We do stream almost all our productions on location, sports-wise, on YouTube. And you can find them on the ParkTV 16 website. Oftentimes we're replaying recent matches and even matches a little bit longer ago at different times. But always live on Comcast and on YouTube. All right, following the water break, the clock is stopped with 11:31 remaining. Also going on here, there's baseball playoffs. Delano is in town here on the McGlynn Athletic Complex, just behind the press box where I'm situated at the football field, or tonight the lacrosse field. And the one Benilde game we did was against Delano, and I think Benilde 10-runned them after 5 or 6 innings. Both the Red Knights and the St. Louis Park Orioles have decent baseball teams this year. Been fortunate enough to do 3 baseball games, 2 for the Orioles, 1 for Benilde. And they both have great squads, as does this girls lacrosse team. Tilly Wolf takes the face off, and it's picked up by Zavril. She spins out of the defense, crosses midfield. Now the pass to Julie Evans, who's got 5 goals on the afternoon, and the pass to Wolf. Wolf coming in, and I know she'd like to score. Tried to get it over to the far side to Clausen. And you get the feeling that Totino, they had the scouting report trying to keep Tilly Wolf at bay. And now a whistle away from the play. And what are they calling here? As backing away from the plays, number 14 was Lauren Snustad. And there haven't been any penalties where any players have had to sit out. I don't expect that. Doesn't look like that's going to happen now, but there is going to be a free shot here for Tilly Wolf there at about the 22-yard line. Clock continues to run, under 11 minutes remaining in half number 2. So lots of discussion here. And now they're going to bring back Snustad. Oftentimes this is like a director on a stage play, pointing out the marks of the actors and then says action, and here we are. Okay, Zavril, number 7. Behind the net, that's Gracek. Zavril now. And Riley Weedman to Annabelle Nicholson. Gracek, Clara Clausen. And Zavril plays both sides there. Very much a catalyst on the offense, Zavril is. Now Tilly Wolf, she comes right in, splits the defense, loses the ball as they hip checked her from both sides. And I think Wolf's gonna get a free shot here right in front of the net. And they move quickly, and we're under 10 minutes. Wolf looking for goal number 1 this afternoon to go along with her several assists And she's coming right in, and she puts it in the net for her first goal this afternoon, and that's got to feel good for her. She had a couple of nice opportunities that went awry, and there she gets that goal, and that's got to be a big relief. She is their second leading scorer, just behind Julia Evans, and look at her get that ball up and just get it inside that left post
Scoring for the Red Knights.
in the corner. And now with 9 minutes remaining, Tilly Wolf puts them up by 16. Our score 18-2 here at the Red Knights Stadium, McGlynn Athletic Complex. And back to the center circle we go. Clock continues to run. And in to take the draw for the Eagles is Abigail Bonfie, the sophomore, and that is Tilly Wolf, number 4, who just got her first goal of the afternoon. Not her first goal of the year. She had 25 coming into it. She trailed Julia Evans by 2, but Evans got 5 more already. But Wolf firmly in second place on the scoring ladder for Benilde. She's followed by Piper Elin with 21 goals, who got 3 or 4 already. So those 3 are very close at the top for leading scorers on the year, but it looks like Julia Evans, after her 5 goals so far, still on top there. Now Wolf, nice easy pass down to Zavril, and that took some skill there to take just enough off that ball. And Zavril got it bumped away, but Benilde retains possession now under 8 minutes, and here comes Clara Clausen, and the defense does a nice job, and that pass by Clausen to Julia Evans, and that's goal number 6 for number 10. Just a freshman out there, and what a pass by Clara Clausen, number 9, as she comes up and taps her. Congratulations. So here's Clausen, and she really made it happen, and they grabbing her, clutching her, and she just got back and out of the corner of her eye. Pinpoint pass to Evans, and she puts it in the back of the net as Grachik looks on to her left, and there she is. I was going to say as a freshman she's a future star, but she is a star right now with 6 goals on the year, giving her a total of, 27 plus 6. That's 33 goals. What an afternoon for her, as we're now under 7 minutes. We go back to the center circle for the face-off. And again, that's number 17 for the Eagles, Abigail Bonfie. And to do the honors is Riley Weedman, first time we've seen her. So Coach Anna Bowlesley be giving more players experience at the face-off. You can't have enough skilled face-off people. And now that is Snustad with it, who's got 1 goal. She tries to get it to Burgess, who has the other goal for the Eagles, and she's gonna fight with it with Evans, and Evans not, oh no, that's number 18, not 1-0, number 18, that is Annie Junkness, just a sophomore, and you're familiar with her from their hockey team. And now Junkness gets it over to Izzy Garvin, and Garvin brings it in on the right side. Number 2 gets it back behind the net. That's number 16 now into the match. That's Ellie Kruzmark, a sophomore for the Red Knights. So Bowlesby going to her bench, getting her younger players experience, and that's also a smart move with under 6 minutes remaining. And that's number 15 with it, Callie Ebert. So wholesale changes now for the Red Knights. And that is Zavril, so she still has some experience. Evans still out there. And Zavril. So most of the starters now taking it easy. As it gets to the near side, Callie Ebert, a sophomore, to number 18, Junkness. And Riley Weedman loses it, but almost gets it back. But now they're going to call the infraction on Weedman with her stick. Now here comes Grace's number 10 with it, and she draws a whistle. That's Alyssa Meyer, the junior, as she gets hacked on, and that drew a whistle. And they're going to give her free possession here, and she's trying to get it ahead to the near side to number 18, that is Hallstead, and now it's taken away by Piper Elin, and what a nice move by Elin now to Evans, who's got 6 goals on the afternoon. Evans reverses, comes to the left side, quick pass, is that Zavril? No, that's number 15 with it, Callie Ebert. Gets goal number 20 for the Red Knights with under 5 minutes remaining, and I wonder if that's not her first goal of her high school varsity career, and she did a nice job taking that pass Number 15, Ebert, and I'm looking at my stat sheet. I don't see her on there, so I'll bet that is her first high school varsity goal, and that will be something she always remembers coming in a playoff game here. And just what a confidence booster, which is what you want when you're out there getting experience. So clock continues to run, 4 minutes now remaining. 20-2 our score. Back to the center circle for the face-off. That's Riley Weedman again for the Red Knights, going against Abigail Bonfee. And they'll redo it as we're below 4 minutes remaining. And another do-over at the face-off. 3.5 minutes exactly remaining in half number 2. An easy, predictable win here for the Red Knights, to be sure. All right, the face-off by Weedman, picked up by Zavarol. Is that? I believe it is. Yes, Mary Zavarol, number 7, and she's gonna cut right in. Oh, just decides to turn back. I think if this was a more competitive game, I could have seen her lower that left shoulder and go right into the net like a hockey player. Now Kaltsas 21, under 3 minutes remaining. Number 18, that is Junkness. And Julia Evans, 6 goals on the afternoon. Behind the net, Piper Elin scoops it to number 16, Kruzmark. Kruzmark with a nice nifty pass to Evans, and she hits it off the crossbar. A rare miss by Julia Evans as she went for goal number 7 and hit the crossbar. As we're now less than 2.5 minutes remaining, and now with the ball loose at around the 30, and players were exchanging checks there, to be honest, even though it's not allowed, which is what drew the whistle. Now Zavril tried to get it to number 18, Junkness. Junkness loses it on the ground. Still loose, ball still loose. Zavril, though, kicks it ahead. And behind the net, picked up by number 16, Kruzmark. And now we're under 2 minutes remaining. And Piper Elin, she has 3 goals on the afternoon. To Kruzmark behind the net. Kruzmark, a sophomore, and the pass into Kaltsas gets bumped away. Evans threw that in there. It's a little tentative, and good defense, and now a whistle as Zavril tried to pick it up. And we're under 1.5 minutes remaining, and Grace will get possession here. See if they can try to get goal number 3 here. Ball trying to get it up there across the way for the Eagles. Number 8, that's Schmaltz. And Grace gets it, and now Julia Evans has it in her basket. Number 10 on the far, far side in the sun. Nifty pass to Elin. Now Elin trying to get it to 16, Kruzmark, who is waiting at the goal zone there inside the circle, and it's picked up by her. Or no, this is number 15, Callie Ebert. Ebert, who did get her first goal, I'm guessing, of her varsity career, and now the save by the goaltender, Danica Larson, as we're now less than 40 seconds, and there's interception, Zavril right in front, and the ball trickles in anyway for the goal, and I think they're gonna give it to Zavril. And she's kind of laughing at that one. And she tried to pick it up there. She was bouncing it, and it just sort of bounced along. The defense is in there, the goaltender, Larson, and there the ball just sort of had its eyes of its own, a seeing eye ball, and that's gonna be the 21st goal. And now we have 10 seconds remaining, and that's gonna do it here from the McGlynn Athletic Complex and the home of Benilde-St Margaret's. There is your final whistle and our final score here at this quarterfinal. There it is right there on our screen, 21-2. Benilde goes to 11-3. They're going to go to the semifinals against Breck next Monday right here at 4:30 p.m. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.